Hi, this is Daphne Forney. This is my informative speech, and this is my audience. Have you been outside lately? Do you notice the smell of smoke or even the smoke? The smoke is coming from a wildfire here in the mountains. I'm here to inform you about wildfires. A wildfire is a fire in the area of flammable vegetation that occurs in the countryside or rural area. Depending on the type of vegetation, a wildfire can also be called as a brush fire, bush fire, desert fire, forest fire, grass fire, hill fire, peat fire, or vegetation fire. Starting a fire can be as simple as throwing out a cigarette butt out the window, or in our case, a drought and high winds. The most noticeable effect of wildfires is the destruction of property. However, the release of hazardous chemicals from the burning of wildland fuels also significantly impacts health in humans. Wildlife smoke is composed primarily of carbon dioxide and water vapor. Despite carbon dioxide's high concentration in smoke, it poses low health risks due to low intensity. Rather, carbon dioxide and fine particulate matter have been identified as major health threats. Other chemicals are considered to be significant hazards but are found in concentrations that are too low to cause detectable health effects. The degree of exposure, wildfire smoke exposure to an individual is dependent on the length, how long, and how big the fire is. Indirectly, communities are exposed to wildfire debris that can contaminate soil and water supplies. Firefighters are the greatest risk for acute and chronic health effects resulting from wildfire and smoke exposure. Due to firefighters' occupational duties, they are frequently exposed to hazardous chemicals at close proximity for longer periods of time. Inhaling smoke from a wildfire can be a health hazard. Wildfire smoke is a compound of carbon dioxide, water vapor, particulate matter, organic chemicals, nitrogen oxides, and other compounds. The principal health concern is the inhaling of particulate matter and carbon dioxide. Particulate matter is a type of pollution made up of particles of dust and liquid droplets. They are characterized into two categories based on the diameter of the particle. Coarse particles are between 2 to 5 micrometers and 10 micrometers, and fine particles measure 2.5 micrometers and less. Both sides can be inhaled. Coarse particles are filtered by the upper airways and can cause eye and sinus irritation as well as sore throat and coughing. The fine particles are more problematic because when inhaled, they can deposit deep into the particles and into the lungs where they are absorbed in the bloodstream. This is particularly hazardous to the very young and elderly and those who have chronic conditions such as asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and cardiovascular conditions. The illness and most commonly with exposure to fine particle from wildfire smoke are bronchitis, asthma, or COPD, and pneumonia. Symptoms of these complications include wheezing and shortness of breath, and cardiovascular systems include chest pain, rapid heart rate, and fatigue. Now that you know a little bit more about wildfires, please pray for some rain. Works cited is wikipedia.com/wildfires.